Welcome to my YouTube channel, Mr. Rhino 3D. In this video, I will model 10 unique objects to satisfy your 3D modeling desires. Let's get started. First, you need a 2D pattern. You can either draw one or download it from the internet. Begin by drawing a circle as a base and then create an arc. Next, I use the Revolve tool to create a dome. The key part of this process is using the Project Curve tool to project the pattern onto the dome. To achieve a better result, I modified the pattern to have 2 lanes. For this, I used the Offset Curve tool and then applied the polar array. After that, I used the Project Curve tool once more and split the curves by the dome's surface. I then deleted any extra surfaces. Finally, I created an offset surface to form a solid geometric structure. Start with a simple curve and then use an offset curve with rounded corners. Next, I copy it and scale it to the top of the table. Use Loft to connect these 2 curves, and then by using the Cap tool, close the top and bottom of the table. Draw 2 triangles in the front view. And round corners with the Fillet Curve tool. Extrude the curve to cross the table, then split it and trim it to make a hole. At the end, join all the parts of the table, and by using a fillet edge, Smooth the edges of the table. Let's start. Sphere. Curve. Split. Curve. Move and rotate. Pipe. Mirror. Offset surface. Split. Join. Fillet edge. Blend surface. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to model a geometric dome using Rhino 3D with a clean and efficient workflow. Let's dive in. Start with drawing a circle as a base and offset 8 times, then divide each curve by 18. Next, I draw a half circle between the divided points. By using the Orient feature, I can copy and scale at the same time and try the Orient tool multiple times for different points. After that, by using Sweep One Rail, draw a surface, throw the arcs, and then by Offset Surface tool, make them solid. In the end, I select all arcs and use Array Polar to copy them 18 times around the center point. To begin this tutorial, we need a world map. You can easily download a DWG or 3DM file from the internet. Start by creating a sphere as the base shape. Next, use the Create UV Curves feature to extract the outline of the sphere, which will appear as a rectangle. After that, place the world map into the rectangle by moving and scaling it appropriately. Once the map is positioned, apply it to the sphere using the Apply UV Curves feature. After applying the texture, use the Select Last command to create a group. Then utilize the split tools to separate the world map from the sphere. Finally, for a better result, apply an offset surface to thicken the world map. To begin this tutorial, we need to create a hole in the center of the shape to ensure the CNC cut pieces are positioned accurately. First, draw a circle and then extrude it. Next, use the Boolean difference tool to create a hole in the middle of the globe. Now, let's use the contour feature to create sections. You can adjust the direction and distance of these sections as needed. For the next part, which involves shear, start by drawing a base curve from the bottom to the top, then apply the shear operation. Remember to turn off ortho mode for better control. Next, use set XYZ coordinates to position all sections in the same plane and level. You can label the sections by using text and numbering them from 1 to 20, then move the labels to the center of each section for the CNC preparation. Don't forget to change the layer for the numbers. I began with one circle and then added two more circles in the front view. Next, I rotated all three circles. After that, I applied the Sweep One Rail tool to create the base for the furniture. I used the mirror function to duplicate the design. Finally, use the extract wireframe function to pull the curve from the shape. Then utilize the pipe tool to make the curves thicker for the final result. To begin this tutorial, we need a pattern. It can be a shape, text, logo, or anything else. I started with my channel's name, Mr. Rhino 3D, in the text tool. Then draw a surface at the bottom of the text. Next, use the drape feature to create a drape over a surface or an object. After the draping, I draw surfaces for the sides and bottom of the shape for a better result. Prepare for the next part, contour, and set the distance between contours to 0.1. You can try contours at different distances for different results. Now it's time to extrude the contours. We'll explore essential commands like tween curves, extrude, and fillet to bring this concept to life. Let's get started and create something amazing together. I started by using the curve tool to draw the base. Next, I rounded the corners of the curves with the fillet curve feature. Then, I employed the tween curves function to create 9 stairs between the starting and ending lines. By using the extrude command, I transformed the lines into surfaces. I applied the offset surface command to make the surfaces thicker, giving them a more appealing appearance. Now it's time to add some small details. It's up to you how much time you want to spend on this part. I utilize the cylinder, copy, mirror, and set XYZ coordinates features to create these small details. Now it's time to add some small details. It's up to you how much time you want to spend on this part. I utilize the cylinder, copy, mirror, and set XYZ coordinates features to create these small details. I began by using the Helix tool to draw the base of the table. Then I copied it and rotated it. Next, I draw a curve along the helix. By using the split tool, I cut the top of the helix by 0.5 for the next step, the arc blend feature. Then I applied the arc blend, then rebuild it to make it smooth. I did it the same for the bottom of the Helix. Then, I drew a rectangle to serve as a cross-section for the next part, which is the sweep one rail. At this point, 1/4 of the table base is ready. I used the extrude command to extend the table base, and then mirrored it 4 times to complete the shape. Finally, I designed the top of the table by using the curve, offset, and extrude commands. I rounded the corners of the shape with the fillet edge tool. And there you have it, a modern table designed in Rhino 3D. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed my video, please like and share it with your friends, and follow me on social media for more updates.